Hi, I'm Caleb Giddings from Gun Nuts Media, and today I'm going to introduce you guys to the gun that we're going to be testing for quite some time. We've spent the last year or so doing 1911 tests, and that's been a great time, and I've really enjoyed working on 1911s. But I'm getting back into the competitive shooting game this year, and I've got an opportunity to go shoot IDPA Nationals for the first time since 2014. And I decided that I wanted to shoot IDPA Nationals, which is in September, so I'm starting to train now for it, but I decided that I wanted to shoot it with a gun that someone would actually carry. See, IDPA has a relatively new division called CCP, which stands for Compact Carry Pistol, and that is limited to guns that are basically smaller than a Glock 19. Well, what could I use for something like that? How about the new Beretta PX4 Storm Compact Carry? I know what you're thinking. Caleb, didn't you already do a PX4 Storm? I did. I did the full-size Storm a few years ago at Bianchi Cup, and I really liked it. I had a great time shooting it. One of the reasons that I wanted to do the PX4 Compact Carry is because Beretta made an enthusiast gun. This would be like Glock selling a Glock 19 that came from the factory with Savigny performance sights, a 3.5 pound connector, and a stippled grip or a magwell or something like that. It would be like Glock basically taking a gun and making a factory model that is produced by Glock that has all of the stuff that people do to their guns in the aftermarket. Beretta did that. They made the PX4 Compact Carry, and when you buy it from the factory, it comes with a competition trigger. It comes with a G model, so it's a decock only. It has good sights on it. It has these Ameriglow night sights. It comes with Talon grips, so you can make the gun grippier, and it comes with a good trigger. It has their competition trigger kit. The only modification I've done to this gun has been to put a Wilson Combat 12-pound hammer spring in it. That Wilson Combat 12-pound hammer spring is designed for the Beretta 92. It fits in the compact carry just fine, and what the result is, the gun ends up with an 8-pound DA trigger and a 3-pound single action trigger. So this is the gun we're going to be shooting for a long time. I have two exactly like this. I'm at my range here at Gunway, and I'm going to run this gun through the Gun Nuts Handgun Evaluation course. If you followed our 1911 tests, we used the Tenet Performance 1911 test to evaluate whether or not a 1911 is suitable for duty or carry. That test wasn't designed for modern semi-automatic pistols, so I looked at it, I did some thinking with my big brain, and I decided that there was a way I could re-engineer some of it to make it applicable to modern semi-automatic pistols, and how well are they going to function under duress. The scoring criteria for all of our review guns are still the same. 2,000 rounds. If it fails this test, it's minus. If it fails the Gun Nuts Handgun Evaluation Protocol, which is still 50 rounds, it's minus 10 points. Any issues that need to be corrected at the armor level, minus 5 points. And any failure to complete the cycle of operations that is not the fault of ammunition, minus 1 point. So, let's get started. This is the Gun Nuts Handgun Evaluation course. It breaks the course of fire down of 50 rounds into individual strings, each of which is designed to make sure that the gun, in a very small controlled test, is going to function properly for concealed carry or for duty. I am using Cap Arms Duty Carry. This is 147 grain Hornady XTP. I like this ammo a lot. It's super accurate. It runs all of my guns really, really well, and it's great to shoot. If you want to buy some of this, it's $14.99 here at Gunway, or you can buy it online from caparms.com. Product placement! Anyway, back to the Gun Nuts Handgun Evaluation. The first string of fire is 10 shots, slow fire. Pretty easy, right? Good to go. The next is 10 shots, rapid fire. So far, no issues. Now, we're gonna go ahead and reload mags, and then we're gonna do the next string, which is 5 shots strong hand only, and 5 shots weak hand only. 5 shots strong hand only with a positive grip on the gun, then 5 shots weak hand only, also with a positive grip on the gun. We won't be limp wristing it during this portion of the test. I didn't load enough rounds in the gun. I accidentally put 8 in the mag instead of 10, 9, and 10. Whoopsie doodle. Okay, there we go. So, 5 shots strong hand only, 5 shots weak hand only. Gun ran just fine. That's a total of 30 rounds that we've put through it so far. The next 10 rounds, we're going to make sure that the gun functions when you don't hold it with a firm grip. Why is it important that a gun work when you limp wrist it? Well, in a actual self-defense shooting situation, you might not have established a proper master grip on the gun before you need to rip a round off. Now, we all say, establish your master grip, get a good grip on the gun, and I firmly believe that. But I also believe that I want a gun that's gonna work in aberrant situations. So if we're in an abnormal situation, maybe I don't have a positive firing grip on the gun, I want my gun to still go bang. All right, so I do not have a firm firing grip on this gun. You're gonna see a ton of muzzle flip when I shoot this. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Outstanding. That's 40 rounds, 40 successful rounds out of the gun. The last bit of the test is we're going to make sure that all of our magazines drop free and that the gun reloads correctly from slide lock. Again, this is an important test. It's not one of those things where you want the gun to fail. You want it to pass this test, especially if you're going to carry this gun or if you're going to shoot it in competition. I mean, if I'm going to shoot this gun at an IDPA match, I want to know for sure and for shooting that when I hit that mag release, that mag's going to drop free so I can get the next mag in the gun. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a series of 1 reload 2 drills, and this is going to be 10 rounds, so we're going to do this a total of 5 times. Each magazine has 2 rounds loaded into it, and the idea here is to make sure that these mags are dropping free and that they're properly feeding rounds into the gun from slide lock. So 1, reload 1, that's 2 shots total, 5 total repetitions. I'm just going to be loading, oh crap, I managed to eject that while I was press checking my gun. There we go. I'm just going to be doing a load off the table here. I'm not going to be loading from a pouch because I don't have any magazine pouches yet for this gun. But it's going to be 1, reload 1. All right. So far, so good. So far, so good. What was that, 2 reps? How many mags are on the ground? Yeah, that was 2 reps. 3 reps. All right. I gotta grab a couple mags. Got him. 1, 2, and the last one. All right. 2 more. Last one. All right, that was the Gun Nuts Handgun Evaluation Course. The Beretta PX4 Storm Compact Carry passed with flying colors. We're going to keep shooting this gun. We're going to get it to 1,000 or to 2,000 rounds and do a final review, but we're going to keep shooting it after that as well in IDPA competition. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section down below. If you'd like to support the channel, please consider supporting us on Patreon. It's how we fund a lot of this stuff. We don't make a lot of money there right now, but every little bit helps. I'm Caleb Giddings. Remember to run your gun, not your mouth.